Republican on the Foreign Affairs Committee. Congressman, always good to see you. Thank you for being here. So my question is, we are supplying $1.2 billion worth of weaponry. Is the design of that to continue to support them until they can beat the Russian military and send them back home? Is that the goal?
Yeah, the goal is to wear down the Russians. I think the morale of the Russian forces is deteriorating, and the morale of the Ukraine people and their Ukrainian military is far superior now. We want to give them everything we can, as President Zelensky asked us to do. In the past, we actually got, last November, I was calling upon the administration to get these weapons in, and that would be the Stingers that will take down helicopters, javelins, that's anti-tank and munitions. But what they need now, and you just heard, Slovakia is looking at this sort of anti-aircraft surface-to-air missile S-300. That's what they really need now, in addition to the lethal drones that can fire Hellfire missiles. That combination would be very powerful, and in fact would allow Zelensky to create his own no-fly zone without NATO aircraft having to go into the region.
And you think that if he has those things, which it sounds like are in the works, that he doesn't need the MiGs, he doesn't need the planes in the sky, because the point of the surface-to-air missiles is to take out planes that are in the sky, right? And I go back to my original question: is he set up for success here? Does this tip the balance? Does what we're supplying tip the balance in their favor?
Well, I got a very high-level briefing. Can't get it in much detail, but we are pushing now a lot of lethal aid into Ukraine. And I was at the 82nd Airborne where they're doing this and saw it firsthand with this aid package that Congress passed, this lethal aid, and with the president's announcement. These weapons are going in now, better late than never, right? And it's at a critical time because Kyiv is next in line. The Russians are going in a very slow grind. And every military advisor I talk to are astounded at some of the incompetence and some of the Russian soldiers deserting. To put it into context, Martha, 7,000 Russian soldiers have been killed in the last 20 days. That's the losses we sustained in Iraq and Afghanistan over 20 years. So they're taking a big hit. So,
when you listen to General Austin, the defense secretary, again, we heard the same thing. No-fly zone. That is not what we're going to do. We will not get into a war, a shooting war with Russia. You agree? That's the way to go?
I do, because it would escalate. Again, if you have NATO aircraft in a conflict with Russian aircraft, that puts us, it could potentially trigger Article 5, and we're in a World War III situation. That's what we're trying to avoid here. If we can give Zelensky the tools and the weapons he needs to create a no-fly zone, and that's what we're doing right now, to me, I think that's the better path. Remember, Martha, we don't want to escalate this any higher because of the potential for chemical warfare and also the short-range tactical nukes that Putin has. That would be the ultimate nightmare scenario that we're trying to avoid in this situation.
Well, it's tough to see where it all goes as we continue to add weapons to the mix and try to, create an outcome that is sort of clean and it's over. It doesn't seem like that is likely to happen, but we'll see. Congressman McCaul, thank you very much. Good to have you with us.
Yeah, thanks, Martha.
Let's bring in my next guest, Dan Henninger, who wrote a piece today, his Wonderland Thursday.